the science tells something more interesting fact about humans, about us. That, see, like humans, like there will never be someone just like exactly like you in the past, and there will never be someone exactly like you in the future. Same height, same weight, same DNA, same habit, intelligence, same smile, impossible. I can tell you, you are a once in a history original. Here's the paradox. You still see people tell you that you have to be different from your peers to get success in your life. Yes, I hope you have heard of it. The thing is, when you're already so different, so unique when compared to others, why there is a thing like you have to be different? Because life will always evaluate you in groups rather than individual. That means, like, no matter of like you do, maybe I can put up like every opportunity you get. Maybe you can think of like your school result, your admission into a college, your placement, your promotion, every kind of recognition within your organization. If you see, the life will always puts you and compares you in group. And if you see closely, often the success will not goes to the smartest in the room. It always goes to the one who remains different among the intelligent peers in a right way. Coming from a family that is closely connected with medical profession, my parents and my brother wanted me to be a doctor, just to have the term DR in front of my name. Of course, I tried, but I couldn't able to. I joined my engineering, and I just joined as a software profession, and somehow I came back, did my masters, and completed my PhD. Believe, still I have the thing DR in front of my name as like they wanted. Again, it's not the same. It's not the same profession. It's not going to be the same tool. No scissor, no syringe, no operation theater. It's all about laptops and the keyboard, the tuk-tuk sound it keeps always. Still I could able to hear that. The thing what I want you people to, the pattern I want you people to identify here, the life will gives you multiple opportunity for same or similar destination, but the thing is, it always put you in group, where the group is always be, most of the time, intelligent peers just like you. In such cases, the real question is not about am I intelligent? It's not about like, am I intelligent? Because already in the group of intelligent people. The real question goes like this: how am I different from my peers in a right way? I hope you people might have come across something like butterfly effect. Yes? Yes? Maybe I can put up something, maybe give some idea. The flip of a butterfly, the force generated by a flip of a butterfly, when the thing crosses over the ocean, the force gets multiple compounds, and then it reaches the next, maybe the continent. That is the point of a tornado. That is butterfly effect. And if you see, look at the life very closely, the world is very complex and very deeply connected, just like a neural network structure. No, I don't want to talk about anything about technical, just I come back to the life. And I'm going to tell you something, like if I ask you people, how you people ended up inside this auditorium and listening to the talk. Maybe few might tell that I just got up at the right time, my alarm, and I got into a cab, and I just reached the venue correct time, and I got into that. Yes, of course. Maybe somebody will say, still back, the company where I am working, one of my peer, my colleague actually gave me this advertisement of the TEDx opportunity, which I felt like I want to attend from my UG period, so I prefer this, register and attending. Yes, that is also fine, a reason. But if you ask me, the real reason, that I will tell you like that will be like a much older than that. Maybe I can tell you, The moment you are going to decide, you decided that whether I have to go with the stream in my UG, whether I have to go with my engineering, my medical, my accounts or any other stream, the moment you have decided, that had an impact on whether you are going to get into that company where your friend suggested to be here. And even then, I still go back to of this. Maybe while during your maybe the 10th, 12th examination, during the time you wanted to have a roadside ice cream, somehow you managed to control yourself, you didn't take that. So you did your exams, you got the marks and you got the college what you were intended. You got a good mark, of course. Think like you have decided to eat that roadside ice cream by the time somehow you got a sick just the day before your examination, you couldn't do your exam well and you ended up in a very low marks and you might have not the college or the maybe the institute which actually you got or you prefer to get. Ultimately, you might have not ended up in the company where you got the opportunity to get in the talk. Could you able to understand? Every decision, whatever you are making, it is going to have maybe a massive outcome over the time. I can tell you one example, even from my real life. Maybe during the time like I just came back from my industry, the corporate, I was waiting to join my masters. And one of my friend, who is supposed to be my UG classmate, he just came to me and he was asking like, I just want to do my master thesis and you just help me because you have worked on this tool in your UG. Because he just joined the PG just straight away after UG and I was 2 years in my industry. So that is the reason like he was in the thesis submission by the time. So I said, okay, yes, I'm 2 months, I'm already free. So I'll be doing yours and I'll be helping you. I did the project. It's a complex one. It took 4 weeks. I did it and I gave him a knowledge transfer. He just did. It was well. It's all over there. And I just joined my masters and it's about the first semester completion. There is a lab examination. We were eagerly waiting for the problem. And one of the professor who is famous within my department, like setting the complex question where students cannot solve the thing. By the time the professor came, he just gave us one problem statement. He just told that you people have 24 hours of time. You people can maybe use your library, you can use any internet resource or you can get the guidance from any of the faculty. But you have to solve this problem, you have to solve the solution. By the time, the next day, the same time I'm going to come here. That time, everybody of the students, including me, started to run here, there, searching internet, what we can do for that particular problem statement. Thanks to that, there is no GPT by the time. Yes. By the time, I'm also in the process, I was struck with a spark that I have come across the problem somewhere else before. That is the time I understood the problem whatever he gave, that is mostly related to the problem which I solved for my friend some 6, 7, 8 months before. Just I got back to my home, just took out the problem or the solution in the project whatever I did for him and I just changed, modified in such a way like that can be showcase the problem or the solution to the problem what the professor gave to us. I did it. The very next day I showcased the solution to the professor. And within the next 24 hours, I am the talking part of my whole department. And I can tell you that one of the professor within my department, not the one who gave the problem, every student were very fond of to work under him, to collaborate with him, to get guidance under him. The professor himself called me and told that you are going to work under me, just go and study through this particular domain. I was like, wow. The thing is, I continued the same professor, my MTech thesis, and of course the opportunity continued. I just completed my PhD as well under the professor. Here comes the question, what would have happened if I said no to my friend, which is ultimately, maybe I can say like voluntary. I guess now you can understand what is the butterfly effect, what is the compounding effect of the decision, micro decision, whatever you are making. The moment I said yes, the small flip, that is the reason behind what I am doing, what I am standing. That is the tornado actually. Now what I'm trying to say is, whatever the micro decisions, the smaller decision, whatever you're taking in your life, maybe something like, maybe planning to attend a small technical session by a faculty, or maybe you're trying to plan like a 5 to 10 minutes of workout every day, and maybe even you're trying to ignore a person in purpose. Those decisions are silently, quietly shaping your future. So I'm going to put that being different, does mean that in this case, concentrating on every smaller decision, whatever you're going to take in your life, more judiciously, in such a way like it is going to have a bigger outcome towards the end. This is going to be my second idea, something like keeping your EQ over the IQ. Yeah, I guess you people are aware of what is EQ and IQ. EQ is something called emotion quotient, and IQ is something about intelligence, that is intelligent quotient. Yeah, I think you people can see that like a faculty, a professor and a university gold medalist, even then I'm going to suggest you people that I'm going to rate the emotional quotient a pinch even above the intelligent quotient. Because your intelligent quotient most of the time will help you to get into something, but your emotional quotient, that is going to decide how far you are going to get into that particular place. Of course, your intelligence will help you, your knowledge will help you to get into a company, maybe to get into a college, or even to get into a research group. But your emotional quotient, how you are going to manage within that particular group, how you are going to tackle keeping the relationship within that particular group, that is going to decide how far you are going to get up the ladder and how fast you are going to reach there. How many of you thought that maybe I am the most intelligent in my group, I am doing everything in my group, but still somebody is getting the appreciation few times often? See, it is not about favoritism, it is not of me. It is something goes like this. It is all about projection. It is all about stress management. It is all about how you are making the leadership qualities. It is all about how efficient in building the relationship. The technology, whatever you are working now, maybe there can be a tool or the technology that is not going to withstand but maybe 2 or 3 years. Even the tools you are working, maybe like whatever you are learning, that will become maybe obsolete. But if you are going to be like maybe the person who is having the ability of teacherless learning and self-motivator, that is going to be the game changer. And even now, during my subjects, like whatever handling still now, I used to encourage the student to do any kind of extra self-study course which is directly related to my subject, what I am handling still. And I used to tell them like I will be giving extra credit to you people if you are completing it without affecting the others. Why I am telling this, people used to start doing that for the credits initially, but over the time, SEM 1, SEM 2, SEM 3, SEM 4, over the time it becomes their nature or habit. Believe me, that is the habit our students need to survive in this world, which is ever-changing technological world. And here comes the point. I am going to telling that being teacherless learning, it doesn't mean like you are going to be like learning something without teacher. It is all about your motivation, your eagerness to learn something, maybe whatever the technologies that is coming up across your way. And the last point I am going to talk about is, so whatever I discuss now, it's all about technical, maybe like your decision making, and maybe your I can put up like your emotional related, and then I put up something related to your learning. Now this is something about your inner peace, because this is one of the things which is most important, because this inner peace is always gauged by you, not from the outside. Yeah, I can tell you this. No matter how good you are and no matter how efficient you are, something always lies outside of your control. And if you think or if you try to keep that inside you, that will always be worrying sign that will take away the calm and the happiness from you. Of course, that is inner peace. And I used to say the famous quote, but MS, that is like focus on the process, not on the outcome. Whenever your focus points towards the outcome, you will end up in a pressure, and the pressure ultimately ends up in maybe obstructing your performance. And when you concentrate on your process, if you are getting the outcome expected, you will lead. And if you are getting the outcome, if you didn't get the outcome what you expected, you will guide. And put together everything, it is all about the life is a butterfly effect, which makes every micro decision is going to get a massive outcome over the time. And your EQ, which is going to keep you stand out when you are within a peer of equally smart people. And your teacherless learning, which is going to keep you relevant no matter how fast the technology is or the life being changed. And finally, controlling the controllables, focusing on that will keep you calm, will keep you happy, and will keep you more motivated. And being different, it doesn't mean like you have to be extraordinary every day. It is something like you have to keep intentional, motivated, consistent, and dedicatedly different from your peers. As I said, we are all already unique, so unique. But the success will always come to someone who is so different from their intelligent peers in a deliberate way. Thank you for your, and all the best for your success.